Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of the WyoSports video blog, coming from you live in Fresno, California, where the 25th ranked Wyoming Cowboys play Fresno State Saturday at 5 p.m. Mountain start, televised on ESPN3. Certainly isn't a place that Wyoming's really had a lot of success at in the past. In fact, no success. The Cowboys are 0-9 all-time here in Fresno, 0-2 obviously in at the Save Mart Center since Fresno State joined the Mountain West Conference here a couple years ago. And really, it's going to be another tough one. This is a big game for Fresno State. It's a battle for first place in the conference. The people here are really promoting this game. They're even giving away free iPads to certain students during the game, expecting a fairly good crowd. I don't think it'll be a sellout, but I think they're expecting a good crowd. Their students are back in school. So the Cowboys are going to have a tough one, and it'll also be interesting to see how well the Cowboys bounce back after suffering a 60-52 home loss to San Diego State on Wednesday in Laramie. I do think the Cowboys are going to bounce back, but this is just a very tough place to play, and a Fresno team that's really kind of finding its stride after a very slow start to the season. The Bulldogs have won 4 in a row. They're healthy, and they also got their point guard back in Cesar Guerrero, a transfer from Oklahoma State, who had not played until Wednesday against San Jose State. He had some academic eligibility issues. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but they were cleared. He's all good to go and played against San Jose State on Wednesday. Made I think he scored 15 points. Very dangerous shooter and a guy that just makes a good team even better. I think this will be a much different game than the San Diego State game, just in the fact that San Diego State was big and very versatile. They could do a lot of things with a lot of different guys. Not that Fresno necessarily can't, but Fresno will throw a lot of guards and forwards, as Coach Larry Shyatt said to me earlier this week. It'll be really important for Wyoming to really, I think, offensively take care of the ball. 13 turnovers against the Aztecs. Go back to the Colorado State win, 17 turnovers in that one. Can't turn the ball over against a team like this, especially at home where they've had a lot of success. I do think, though, and granted this is probably stating the obvious, is Larry Nance Jr. will be a big part of Wyoming's game plan, and he is all the time. Again, stating the obvious, but in 2 games against Fresno last year, he had 20 points here in a 5-point Wyoming loss, and then we all remember the game in Laramie last year on February 18th where he blew his knee in the second half. But up until that point, he had 17 points and 5 rebounds. I think Alex Davis is a very good forward for Fresno State. I think he matches up well with Nance. It'll be interesting on that matchup. But Nance, whether he scores, and obviously he's going to need to score, but the way he passes the ball. And Larry Shyatt mentioned something to me this week that they've been doing some studying about what opponents like to do, and obviously opponents are going to double down on Nance when he gets the ball in the post. But even Larry Shyatt said against San Diego State, their offense was more efficient when they did get the ball to Nance and teams doubled down as opposed to when Wyoming ran its own offense. So I think that's something to be aware of in this game tomorrow night. It'll be interesting to see what Wyoming does offensively when they don't get the ball into Nance or can't get the ball into Nance. So that'll be an interesting thing to watch. But watch Cesar Guerrero at the point guard. Watch Marvell Harris for Fresno State, a junior guard, the reigning Mountain West Player of the Week, who also leads the conference in scoring at a little over 18 points a game. Also leads in steals with 2.1 per contest, and also minutes played. So watch that. Watch what Wyoming tries to do with Harris. I would expect probably Josh Adams to get that assignment when Wyoming goes into man-to-man defense. So it's going to be a tough one. It'll be interesting to see how this team bounces back. I believe it'll bounce back well, but this has just been a nightmare place for Wyoming. Hope I'm wrong about this, guys, but I think Wyoming's going to drop a close one here. It won't be because they don't play well. It won't be because the effort's not there. This is just a tough place to play, and a lot of teams are probably not going to win here at the Save Mart Center. So hope I'm wrong, and those that have followed me and know my picks, I know I'm wrong an awful lot. So we'll see how it plays out tomorrow. 5 o'clock Mountain Time start. For more Wyoming coverage of this game and across the board, see the Wyoming Tribune Eagle and Laramie Boomerang, and also log on to WyoSports.net. Thank you very much. Enjoy the game, everybody.